In this edition of UTA Spotlight, we dive into how one UTA department is shaping the world while also shrinking.
Additionally, we step inside the Maverick State Fair and see how students got a taste of Texas culture.
Lastly, we talk about a long-standing nonprofit near campus. UTA Spotlight starts now.
Welcome to UTA Spotlight. I'm Olivia Ross.
And I'm Kimberly Oriana. Thank you for joining us. The field of geology massively impacts the world today, but the field is unfortunately shrinking. Arlington Sentinel News reporter Nick Malone was able to dive into the case.
There are over 180 majors at the University of Texas at Arlington. Nursing and business are two of the most famous majors, but one important field is beginning to lose majors. Geology. There is a common misconception that geology only deals with rocks, but there is much more to geology. Assistant Professor Megan Korchinski has taught geology courses since 2020 and believes that geology is essential.
It takes almost all the sciences and uses them because it's very interdisciplinary, and it needs all of this information to get an idea of how the world underneath you works.
Geology is the study of the Earth's structure, composition, and history. Geology doesn't only deal with rocks and the Earth. Geologists also use rocks to study earthquakes, volcanoes, and other devastating events. PhD student Ayushi Joshi went to California to help analyze earthquakes there.
We went to study San Andreas Fault, which is very notorious for the complicated seismic patterns it generates. So Southern California, San Andreas Fault accommodates this slip between the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate.
According to the American Association of Petroleum Geologists, geology majors have decreased.
Students that are coming in now don't really want to work for oil and gas, which is understandable. Whereas when I was a student, 80% of them went into oil and gas.
Geology is a complex major, and it is more important than people think. It helps determine how we acquire natural resources such as energy and water, and it helps us predict and prepare for natural disasters.
If you are interested in majoring in geology or any Earth-related science, or want to learn more about various geology classes, contact EES at uta.edu to get started.
UTA students got to experience a taste of the State Fair right here on campus. The MAV State Fair, also known as the Bucking Bronco Bash, brought students together for some classic fair fun. Reporter Trent Harris has more.
Brazos Park was transformed into a state fair atmosphere for UTA's Bucking Bronco Bash. Students played carnival games, grabbed food, and joined in on line dances.
What brought me here was the good music, the popcorn, the snow cone. It's kind of small, but I've never really been to a fair, so.
The annual event is student-led and designed to bring Mavericks together outside of the classroom.
Yeah, it's all student-planned. We basically started by renting out the space, and we had to do the layout. I had to contact vendors. We had to contact different orgs over there to participate in the event. We also had to contact someone for the petting zoo. We had to plan out all the food, do the budgets. We also hired a DJ, so we had to figure out that.
From fair food to live activities, the event offered students a break from their busy schedules and a chance to connect with friends in a fun, casual setting.
What brought me to this event is that I heard music, I saw people, I saw some of my friends, and I said, I know this is going to be a good time, so I'm just here to enjoy.
The Bucking Bronco Bash will return to Brazos Park next year, promising more food, more games, and plenty of Maverick spirit. Trent Harris, UTA Spotlight.
From tasty treats to toe-tapping tunes, the MAV State Fair brought Mavericks together for a night of fun, food, and connection.
Thanks for that, Olivia. Welcome to Terry's Talk. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Michelle. Last week, we introduced you to the Terry Foundation and UTA's Volunteer Club.
This week, we want to shout out a nonprofit volunteer organization right next door to UTA, known as Mission Arlington.
Tilly Bergen founded Mission Arlington in August 1986 after her family served as missionaries in South Korea.
The nonprofit has been open for 39 years. 364 days every year, it offers a variety of free services and resources, such as groceries, clothing, and much more. Food, school supplies, clothing, and more can be donated to help Mission Arlington.
Anyone can volunteer. There is no long sign-up process, no training needed, and you can walk in, sign your name, and start helping right away.
Volunteers can help sort clothing donations, packing food boxes, organizing toys, or even assisting families directly. Whether you have it 1 hour or a whole afternoon, there's always something meaningful to do. I sat down with Tilly to talk about Mission Arlington and what they have to offer and how to get involved.
Hi there, my name is Aiden Clark with Terry's Talk. I am with Tilly Bergen, founder of Mission Arlington. Tilly, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. Could you tell us a little bit about the mission or the main goal of Mission Arlington?
Our purpose is to want everybody to understand God's love for them, to represent the Lord, and to get John 3:16 communicated with this city, and to have the visions that are needed, because it's hard to think God loves you when you're hungry. And so feeding people and helping people and the variety of needs that they have in our journeys.
Yeah, no, I definitely see there's so much going on here. Y'all definitely have to stay busy. How does your organization help families in the community or in the area?
Well, we find out what their needs are, because basically we take church to where they are, Bible studies, more home partners, neighborhoods, and connect with them when they find a need in their lives. When we teach Bible study, actual programs, we help with rent when we can, medical clinic, dental clinic, counseling. Everything's free. It's missions out there. You get, we're there. And so the process works.
No, I think that's great. It really shows what you guys are about and how the community comes together. Last question, because I know you're a little bit busy. Any advice for anybody who wants to come in but might be a little too afraid to, especially if they're like one person and they just want to help out? What would you say just to come on?
What did I say to you guys? I said, y'all come on.
That's true, yeah. Welcome in with those open arms, so yeah.
And again, people can jump in wherever they would feel comfortable. And they might say, well, I can answer phones, or I just have an hour, don't worry about that. There's a place for everybody. There's helping in the food pantry, getting food ready, packed up for people. We see the donations by driving trucks. We do a lot of data entry. We put everything in the computers because we connect with everybody in this city.
Well, I appreciate you taking time. I said that you're busy.
Is this working?
Yes, it was wonderful.
You can visit missionarlington.org for volunteer hours and directions, or visit their Instagram at Mission Arlington for more information and how to get involved in the community.
We'd like to thank you for watching our segment today. We hope that you learned something new and decide to go out and make a change in the community.
In the famous words of the late Mr. Terry,
success is attaining the goals you have set for yourself in life.
After this break, we highlight how one student organization is run.
And highlight one event that brings live music to campus.
Finally, we talk about volleyball's season opener. Welcome back to UTA Spotlight. As you walk around UTA, you may see them lounging around in bushes, under benches, and even cars, but they aren't here for a degree, but the community.
At UTA, a student-led organization is working together to change lives one paw at a time.
It really depends on what kind of a team you're in. Well, let's say you're part of the feeding team. You can start your day by feeding the cats, refill their water, and refill their food.
PR team might be making posts. And then normal members who aren't a part of a team, they're out sending us pictures of our lovely cats.
Every part plays a role at the coalition. Now, when a cat needs medical attention, TNR steps in.
We typically work with veterinarians around the Arlington area. Usually just set up a little vet appointment. We have a couple of doctors too in the area that have worked with us before.
While the Cats of Coalition are ensuring these cats are comfortable on campus, others outside of the organization can help as well beyond donating.
The donation of your time or your voice is something that we highly value.
There's a lot of opportunities within the coalition.
Whether you want to feed, whether you want to foster, whether you want to help make a different event.
Best way for club involvement is going to be our Discord because that's where our community's at.
Beyond the task and teamwork, it's the emotional connection that makes the coalition more than just a club.
The coalition has allowed me an escape, as well as it's given me a sense of purpose in my roles as an officer.
Knowing that all the cats you work with are getting the best treatment that they can. Being able to see all the cats getting well taken care of, that is the most rewarding part.
Harper Souders, Arlington Sentinel News.
Make sure to catch the Campus Cat Coalition on their Discord or any social event here at UTA. And we toss it to Kat Blessinger to talk about a new student segment.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm Kat Blessinger. Welcome to the Residence Guide, your ultimate resource for surviving and thriving in dorm life. After spending my entire college career in residence halls, I've picked up plenty of tips and tricks for navigating student life. I'm excited to share them with you, so without further ado, let's dive into the Residence Guide. Hey, it's Kat, and welcome to the Residence Guide. Today, I'm showing you how to DIY your hair in the dorm with my roommate, Cody Diaz. Customizing your hair in the dorm is super easy, you just have to be careful, like making sure you wear gloves when handling bleach and covering surfaces with trash bags, as we've done here. To mix the bleach, dump the powder into a bowl, then mix with developer. I always just eyeball the measurement, but start with less and go from there. You'll want the bleach to get a toothpaste-like consistency. So I already sectioned his hair, we're just dyeing his bangs today, no root. Section out the hair into small pieces, get small strips of aluminum foil, paint the bleach before sticking it to the hair, put a generous amount of bleach on the hair and make sure it coats every single piece. Now as you can see, it has fully processed blonde after 40 minutes, so it's time to wash it out. Now we're dyeing it blue with Arctic Fox Sorceress. One side will be completely blue while the other is a raccoon tail. If you're just dyeing it one color, I honestly just use my hands, it's a lot easier, and you can just wash it out with some dish soap. Now for raccoon tail, just paint horizontal stripes in the hair and then let it sit for 30 minutes. We'll wash it out with cold water. And we're done! As you can see, there is a super easy, cheap, and fun way to change up your look while living in the dorm. Kat Blessinger, UTA Spotlight. Tune in next week when I bring you tips on how to decorate your dorm using the UTA library. Back to you, Olivia.
It's time to turn up the volume as UTARadio.com hosts its annual Rocktober concert series on campus. UTA Radio teamed up with the UTA football creative team to bring students together with live music and thrifting to start the month of October. The event highlighted College Radio Day, a nationwide celebration recognizing the creativity and passion behind college radio. It showcased UTA's strong sense of community through collaboration and artistry. Additionally, this live concert is part of a series hosted by UTA Radio to bring local bands to perform throughout October. UTA radio station manager Emily Robinson believes live music brings students together.
Live music is such a bonding experience. People enjoy it. It's very relaxed, but it's also something where you don't have to worry about what you're going to wear there, who you're going to go with. If you go by yourself to watch live music or with a whole group to watch live music, it's still just as fun.
It's not too late to enjoy the live band and music. Rocktober has one last date, which is October 15th. Let's toss it to Austin with sports. Austin?
That is right, Olivia. The Maverick Report starts now. The Lady Maverick volleyball team hit the court strong as they opened WAC conference season at home and had many festivities to celebrate from last season milestones. The Maverick opened WAC conference play in style at College Park Center. The festivities started as Athletic Director John Fagg helped unveil the NCAA and WAC banners honoring last year's undefeated season, conference, titles, and NCAA tournament bid. Fans also got a look at the championship trophy from the recent program success. And after opening a thrilling opener, Maverick fans had the opportunity to meet the players and get autographs and take home a mini banner to end the night. One Wrangler felt starstruck from the banner reveal from last season.
When we won, everything, it felt like kind of shock in a way, like, oh my gosh, did we just do that? I think we just did that, but to see it actually hanging, it was like, oh my gosh, we did do that. We are that cool.
As for the game, the Mavericks dominated Southern Utah from beginning to end to start 1-0 in conference season. Here is what Coach Chateau said about the game and freshman Cameron McMinn.
It was really nice to do it at home. The girls played so well, so they really deserve this win. We focused on how do we get back into a groove, and we just treated this match today like it was nothing part of the others. She's a kid that wants to work really hard and always wants to learn. And that's what's really nice about coaching a kid like that. She's constantly trying, how can I be better? How can I have another shot? How can I do this, that? So she's just a pleasure to work with, and she just keeps getting better every single week. So I'm so glad we have her.
That is all we have for Maverick Report. Back to you guys.
That's all we have for you on this edition of UTA Spotlight. To stay up to date with us, please follow us on Instagram at MavMediaUTA.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a highlight again. I'm Kimberly Oriana.
And I'm Olivia Ross. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.